Today, we're so excited to dive into HealthGuardian. This is our solution for the Hackathon Challenge, and we think it's a real game changer. We've built a Neuro-Symbolic multimodal AI co-pilot, and it's specifically designed to empower community health workers and, honestly, to tackle some of the biggest problems in healthcare. So let's show you how it all works. All right, so here's our roadmap. First, we're going to talk about who we're actually building this for, the amazing community health workers. Then we'll get into the AI superpower that we're harnessing here. After that, we'll show you our core belief that this is all about partnership. But we also have to confront a really critical challenge, digital bias. And finally, we'll present our solution for building a much fairer, more effective future for healthcare. You know, to build a tool that actually works, you have to get obsessed with your user. So first, let's ground ourselves in the world of the absolute heroes of this story, the community health worker, or as we'll call them, the CHW. Now, these folks are so much more than just healthcare providers. They're trusted members of their own communities. They are that vital human connection, the bridge between people who are so often overlooked and a formal health system that can feel, complicated and even a little scary to navigate. And we're not talking about a small group of people here. The scale is just massive. To give you some perspective, India's ASHA program alone had almost 1 million workers on the ground back in 2018. That's nearly 1 million people serving as the main point of contact for the entire public health system in their villages. This is who we're building for. And this image? Wow, it just perfectly captures the world they live in. It's this constant, really complex balancing act. They're juggling the needs and culture of their community, the strict rules of the health system, and of course their own personal lives. It's an incredibly tough job. And it's exactly where the right kind of technology can make the biggest difference. So, into this incredibly complex human environment, we are introducing a real game changer, the powerful technology that makes HealthGuardian possible, artificial intelligence. And what's really amazing is just how capable these tools already are. We're leveraging the power of Gemini 3 in HealthGuardian, and you can see from this study that its predecessor, Gemini Advanced, already showed some incredible promise. Look at that. Almost 80% concordance on diagnostics. That proves that AI can provide information that lines up incredibly well with what the experts say. And this isn't just happening in one little corner of medicine. AI's potential is just exploding across pretty much every field you can think of, from reading cancer scans to discovering brand new drugs. The tech is absolutely ready for an application like ours. So this brings us to a really crucial point. Our whole philosophy isn't about AI replacing humans, not at all. It's about what happens when we combine the CHW's irreplaceable human wisdom with AI's incredible analytical power. We think the answer is a resounding yes. We set out to build a tool that acts as a co-pilot, something that empowers the healthcare worker on the ground and just makes them even better at what they do, instead of trying to replace their judgment or that critical community connection they have. Let me just walk you through what this looks like in the real world. Imagine a CHW visits a pregnant woman in a remote village. She types the patient's symptoms into HealthGuardian. Our AI instantly cross-references those symptoms with World Health Organization guidelines and flags a high risk for a dangerous condition, preeclampsia. It prompts an urgent referral, and just like that, it saves 2 lives. Or picture this, a roadside accident. The CHW is the first one there. HealthGuardian could provide calm, clear, step-by-step instructions for critical life-saving care, like exactly how to apply a tourniquet to stop a major bleed, buying those precious minutes before an ambulance could ever hope to arrive. What this partnership really does is ensure that care never stops. During a pandemic or a natural disaster when hospitals are completely overwhelmed, the CHW with our AI co-pilot becomes an even more essential lifeline, armed with the most up-to-date information to keep their communities safe. But, and this is a big but, this incredible potential comes with a massive technical challenge. To build a tool that really works for everyone, we absolutely had to stare down the problem of algorithmic bias. See, an AI is only as good as the data you feed it. And if that data reflects the biases and inequalities that already exist, the AI won't just copy them, it'll actually make them worse. This isn't some abstract idea. It's a technical flaw that can lead to misdiagnoses and dangerously bad advice. And when you look back, our medical data has been dangerously imbalanced for a long time. These huge data sets are overwhelmingly built on information from very specific groups, usually collected in big city hospitals. This leaves enormous blind spots, making a standard algorithm basically useless for huge parts of the global population. And here's the kicker. The thing that makes this engineering problem even harder. A staggering 60% of our health is determined by social and environmental factors. The real-world stuff that is almost never in the neat and tidy electronic health records used to train most AIs. A standard model would just completely fail in a community setting.
So, with all those challenges on the table, how did we design HealthGuardian to actually solve them? How do you build an AI that really serves all of humanity, not just the people who look like the data?
Our whole development process was built on 3 core principles. It's simple, but really important. 1, we had to actively go out and find diverse data. 2, we planned for open validation so the tool can be tweaked for local needs. And 3, the most important one, we built this tool with the communities it's for, not just for them. And this brings us to the absolute core of our solution, HealthGuardian's Neuro-Symbolic AI. This is not just another machine learning model. Think of it as a hybrid system. So on one hand, yeah, it learns from data just like other AIs. But, and this is the key, on the other hand, we've integrated a symbolic reasoning engine. We basically preloaded it with expert knowledge, like the official WHO guidelines. This means HealthGuardian doesn't just see patterns. It understands and applies proven medical principles, making it a safer, more reliable, and much more equitable tool for every CHW. Look, at the end of the day, AI is coming to healthcare. That's a fact. The real question, the one we all have to answer, is how we're going to build it. With HealthGuardian, we believe we've shown a path forward, a way to create technology that closes gaps, that extends care to everyone, and builds a genuinely healthier future for all of us. That is the future we are ready to build.